ladies, welcome back to my channel, Fashionably Stylish. My name is Patrice, and on this channel we focus on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And also the goal of this channel is to inspire everyday women to live their best life in style. Okay, but before we get started, let's address the elephant in the room. Okay, new hair. So this is, I guess I'll call this my summer hair, or it may be my fall winter hair as well. So yeah, I just want to put that out there because I'm sure you noticed she has different hair. She looks different. Well, that's what it is, my new pixie cut. Okay, so I went to Sephora and picked up a few new items. I have not used them yet, and so I thought it would be really cool to use these items online with you ladies for the first time. So I went ahead and I did my brows off camera. You know, like I say, we're going for sisters, not twins, but I think they came out pretty good. I'm going to start with my primer. So I'm going to go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I used this in a previous beauty video. I think it was a haul. Actually, no, it was my everyday, I think it was my everyday makeup routine. That's what it was. If you haven't checked out that video, definitely go back and check that out. But this is a wonderful, wonderful primer. And so priming is done. I am actually incorporating into my makeup routine a sunscreen product. And so I did some research and I saw this particular sunscreen here had really good reviews. It is the SUPERGOOP Unseen sunscreen. In the research that I've seen, one of the key factors that really stood out to me was the fact that this sunscreen is not supposed to leave any white cast on the face. But one of the things that I'm starting to see more in like news, online articles, what have you, is the importance of Black women wearing sunscreen. And one of the things about sunscreen, as we know, is protection from UV radiation, skin cancers, things like that. But in my research, I've also found that sunscreen for Black women is supposed to also help fade hyperpigmentation and also prevent hyperpigmentation. And so I am someone that has hyperpigmentation, so any product that can help with that, I'm for. I went ahead, picked this up, and I actually bought the mini size. They do have the regular size and the mini size available. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this sunscreen. And so with sunscreen is supposed to be the last step before you start applying your makeup. And I have my mirror over here that I'm looking at. So if you see me looking over, that's what I'm doing. But so far, so good. I'm actually not seeing any cast at all. It's actually a clear. It's a clear product. Yeah, okay, I like it. It doesn't have a smell, and this is 40 SPF, water and sweat resistant. So this is a SUPERGOOP Unseen sunscreen. So I'm gonna, you know, continue to use this mini, and if it does good, then I may just purchase the regular size. Or I tend to like to try different types of products, so I may go through the mini and then maybe try to pick up another sunscreen that's really good for Black skin. So we'll see. But either way, I am loving this so far. I don't see the white cast, so I'll say it's a winner for now. Okay, so now that my sunscreen is on, I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. Let me grab my brush. And so for some parts of this video, during the application of some of these products, I may speed through. Okay, we are good on foundation. Really good coverage. So I'm looking forward to seeing the end result here, since I just got my hair done or cut. It was yesterday. This is the first time I've applied makeup since I got it done. So I just love like getting a new hairdo and then doing the face just to bring it all together. It's just, that's just so wonderful. I'm just looking forward to seeing the end result. Okay, so foundation done. Let me grab my concealer. Oh, I am so sorry, ladies. I am so used to grabbing my concealer. I am actually using a new concealer today. So I also picked up from Sephora the Fenty. This is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Bright Fix Eye Brightener. And so on the Sephora website, this concealer, it actually came out, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago. But I got my hands on it. It's a light coverage concealer. It's hydrating. It has a natural finish and it's long wear. So we'll see about that. I'm always a little leery when products say that they're hydrating because I have oily skin. So I don't need any help per se in the hydration area, but maybe this will hydrate in a good way. So we'll see about that. Okay, so I have almond butter. That is the, hopefully, I don't know if it'll pick up, but yeah, sorry about that. It's not focusing, but it's almond butter as the shade number 12. My goal was to have the skin tint and the concealer to be able to try them both at the same time, but yeah, that's been sold out. I have seen some ladies apply their usual concealer and then they go in with this brightener on top. I am just going to go in with the brightener by itself. We'll see. Oh, this is what it looks like. Very cute tube. Very nice packaging. Okay. Very nice applicator. That's the applicator I like. I'm just going to apply. I'm gonna apply directly on. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm used to an applicator that has a brush. This doesn't have a brush, so I'm like trying to figure out like how I want to do this. But we're gonna just apply a dot here, a dot here. So usually I do under eye, the bridge of my nose, forehead, and go back in with one more dot. Forehead and chin. And then we're gonna blend it out with sponge. See how this does. Okay. It's very thin. It's very thin. I don't know if I see a difference. Maybe that's why I've seen some of the YouTubers also use their usual concealer, which is probably of a thicker consistency, providing more coverage, and then they go in with the bright eye. I mean, and perhaps this bright eye is intended for just under the eye. I mean, it could be. I mean, that's part of the title, right? But I'm just seeing how it does like in all of my usual areas. I don't know. Do we notice a difference here? I don't know. It says that it's buildable, so let's build. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and my chin with the concealer that I usually use. I want to get a little more of a brightness in those areas. want it to be more of a highlight. Here we go. So I don't know what I think about the under eye brightener. I do feel like as an everyday look, oh, sorry about that. I do feel like as an everyday look, it could work. But if I'm trying to go for, if I'm going for like a beat, that wouldn't do it. I think I noticed like a little subtle change. I think I see a little bit of a brightening under my eyes. I mean, my eyes, I guess they look more awake. Just let me know what you think. This was the Fenty eye brightener. I don't know. Maybe because I'm just looking for more of a highlight, but whatever. Moving along. And so I'm going to set with the Laura Mercier. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and it is in the shade, is this upside down? No, this is in the shade Honey. Okay. I've been using this here lately and I just love it. So I'm going to set all the areas where I apply concealer. All right, so now we're going to go in with the Fenty. This is the Fenty bronzer. And okay, so we have our bronzer on. It doesn't look fully blended right now, but that's okay because when I use my setting powder, that'll help, you know, melt all the products together. That'll provide that, you know, seamless blend. So stick with me. It's going to all come together. All right, so now that that is done, I am going to move forward with my eyeshadow. So I think I'm going to go in today with, excuse this dirty palette, but the Juvia's Place. This is the... which one is this? It says the Nubian. But it's a combination of neutral brown shades. So as my eyeshadow base, I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer in the color Fawn. This is the color that is the closest to my skin tone. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this corner, this color in the top right, which is like a brownish shade. That's going to be my, I'm going to use that as my transition shade. in the outer corner of my eye, I'm going to use the shade next to it. It has, it's a little bit more of a rust color, and it has like some shimmer to it. So I have a new lipstick that I picked up. And if I remember correctly, I have not opened it since I was in Sephora, but it was like a rose color. So I'm trying to keep the eyes a little bit on the neutral side. And as I look at this, this may be doing a little bit too much for the color that the lipstick will bring, but we'll see. It's either gonna look good or it'll be disaster. Okay, so for my inner eyelid, I'm going in with this corner on the bottom left. It's just a light shimmer color. Eyeshadow is done. I'm not going to do eyeshadow on the lower lash line this time around. I'm gonna head out for today to run a few errands, so I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not trying to have too much of a beat happening, but just enough to give a nice face for the day. So next step is, I think I'm going to, so this is another new product that I picked up. This is the Kat Von D. This is the Kat Von D KVD Beauty tattoo eyeliner. And so the eyeliner that I was using before that I really enjoyed, it started running out. So I was like, oh, what's next? You know, what's good? And so when I was at Sephora, I noticed that they had this. So again, when I'm trying out new products, if they have a mini version, I tend to go for the mini version first, just to, again, that's the whole point of it being a mini, to travel with it, but also, you know, to try it out, to see if you like it or not before taking the plunge and buying the full size at the full size cost. So I picked this up in, let's see, what is the shade? Trooper Black. So we'll see. I'm gonna line my top lash line with this liner. This is a waterproof and it is long wearing. So, and it's supposed to provide an ultra precise line. So let's see. It's a little wing liner. So I really like that. I really like. Okay, moving along. And for my lower lash line, I'm going to use the NYX. This is the NYX Professional eyeliner in the shade, it's just black. Let me see if it's called anything other than that. It's jet black. So I'm gonna go in with this for my lower lash line, and I need Okay, for blush, I'm going to go in with, this is my Sephora blush again. This is one that I use. It's a good everyday blush to use. And so I may have used this in the everyday makeup routine video. I believe I did. But this is the blush in the Hey Jealousy. It is, it's like a pinky color, not too bright, but just enough. I mean, the camera may pick up a little bit more brightness than what it really is, but it's not as bright as it may look on camera. Okay, and it may look like a lot, and I think I may have picked up a little bit too much on that side, but it's all good because we're going to bring this all together with our setting powder. So another item I picked up from Sephora is the Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. And this is, it's here. Is it upside down? Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Okay. Sorry, that's the setting powder. And I picked this up in Deep. Okay. And so I've never used this, but I was thinking I could use another setting powder. So it gives supposedly, it's an ultra fine setting powder. And it blurs the look of imperfections and visibly reduces shine. I have oily skin, so I'm always looking for some type of shine reducer. And it's a medium coverage natural finish, and it is a pressed powder. So, but this is what it looks like. Very nice, very beautiful packaging. And that's the inside. It does have a mirror, so that's handy. All right, so let's see what we're working with here. So I'm just gonna set everything that I've done so far. Let me bring that down. And then also I'm just gonna blend out the bronzer, gonna blend out the blush. But my main areas of focus is the areas where we did not apply concealer. That's where I'm really adding product, but you may see me kind of brush over the areas where I added concealer, just to make sure everything is like blending together like seamlessly and flawlessly. Okay, so our face is set with our powder. I'm going to do some lashes for today, but they're going to be not doing too much, just enough. So let me grab my glue. Okay, for lashes, I went to my local beauty supply store and just re-upped on my false eyelashes. And so I picked up this particular brand right here. I've never heard of them, but it's LA Flare or La Flare NY Mink, 100% mink hair. But what I liked about them, they just look like a good, like just everyday lash. So I'm gonna apply these. So usually what I'll do when it comes down to applying lashes, I will take and apply the glue. And while I'm waiting for the glue to dry a little bit, or you know, get a little tacky, I'll just go ahead during that time apply my mascara. And so usually once I'm done applying my mascara, my lashes are ready to apply. So I'm just taking the lashes out of the packaging. I have my glue here. For mascara, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag, which is wonderful. Okay, so now my lashes should be ready to apply. The glue has been sitting for a few minutes, so hopefully it's tacky enough to apply. We'll see. I like these. They definitely give a natural look, which I really like. Very good for the day. And then I also remembered that I didn't carve out the bridge of my nose. Like, I didn't do any like contour. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of contour to my nose. I just like to just have just a little bit. And I remember that I never did that. So I'm gonna do that now. Very, very good. Very nice. This is the last product that I picked up. This is the Pat McGrath Labs lipstick, and she has different collections. So this is from the Matte Trance line in Venus in Furs. So that is the shade. It's more of a rosy shade, so from what I remember of it, and it's listed on Sephora as rose. So we'll see what all we're working with, because like I said, I haven't like looked at it since I bought it out of the store. But it's supposed to be richly pigmented, lightweight, and it provides a matte finish. So I just love her packaging. It's so nice. So this is the lipstick. Isn't it beautiful? And like I said, that's the shade Venus in Furs. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's swatch that. See, that's the shade. Okay. Okay, so let me grab a liner. Okay, so I can't get my hands on my rose colored liner, but this liner that I have is of I guess a light medium brown color, but I believe it'll work. And this is NYX Professional. It's the suede lip liner in the color Mason. Okay, so just a light lining of the lips. I think it's pretty. It's really smooth. I add a little bit more. It's smooth like a cream almost. And it feels creamy, but I believe it's going to dry down to a matte. That's very nice. Very nice. Well, as I complete this look here, I'm just going to add just a little bit of this Crayon Case Honor Roll highlighter just to the bridge of my nose. Just not much, just a little bit. And my Cupid's bow here. It's a look. It's a look. What you ladies think? So those are my new products from Sephora. I'm actually really loving all of them. The only one I guess I'm unsure about would be the Fenty Beauty, the Bright Eye Concealer. I just don't know if it's giving me the brightness that I'm looking for, but I think I'm looking for brightness as far as lightness, and it's just not enough of a highlight. Not what I thought it would be. But I knew it wasn't going to be anything drastic, but I just didn't even notice much of a difference. But either way, it's supposed to be hydrating, and so we'll see how it does over the course of the day. I set it with the powder, so we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. So okay, and so my setting spray is still drying down, but that is the look for today. I think it came together really nicely using some of my Holy Grail products along with the new products that I picked up from Sephora. Let me know what you ladies think. I will have all the new products that I hauled here down below in the description box. And so that is it for today. Thank you again for tuning into my channel. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace and blessings.